No one remembered when the silence began, but everyone remembered when it screamed. The village of Karnikpur sat hidden in the Sahyadri hills, where mist moved like serpents and the trees whispered ancient things. A village forgotten by time. It bore no roads, no signals, and no gods, just the temple, a ruin, swallowed by roots, where a statue of Indra stood headless and silence reigned. Professor Nishant Bain was a rational man, a forensic psychologist from Mumbai. He believed in patterns, evidence, trauma, not tales. But when three children were found mute, their tongues blackened as if burned from within, he was invited to consult, not by the police, but by his former student, Inspector Viditare. These aren't cases, sir, she said. They are warnings. The children hadn't screamed, they simply stopped speaking. One had etched a symbol on the wall with their fingernail, spiral within a spiral, looping endlessly in a mark that chilled Nishant's blood. He saw it once before, in a patient file sealed away, Aranya Bosale, a killer who slit his own vocal cords and smeared the same spiral in blood before dying. Aranya had always spoken in riddles. Vritra awakens not with thunder, but with silence. The name, Vritra, echoed in Nishant's mind. The asura who hoarded the world's waters, slain by Indra, god of thunder and war. But this wasn't a tale of gods. It was of men who thought themselves gods. As Nishant delved deeper, he uncovered chilling truths. 30 years ago, a secret society of scholars and yogis attempted to summon Vritra, not the myth, but the archetype. They believed the silence of death, the void of chaos, was the truest form of enlightenment. They called themselves Nirvani. They fed the silence with sacrifices, new children, abandoned wives, madmen. One survived. A boy locked in a dark cell, raised without sound, without language. He learned to listen to the things that moved between breaths. He grew up, and now he was back. Not a man, a vessel. Everywhere Nishant went, the silence grew. Phones crackled, audio failed, his own voice began to falter. He started seeing spirals in puddles, in mirrors, in his own iris. He heard whispers, not with ears, but inside his skull. You gave names to your demons to forget them. I am the one you never named. Visita disappeared. Her last message was a recording of static, and behind it, a child's voice reciting Vedic chants backwards. When Nishant found her, she sat in the ruined temple, eyes wide open, lips moving, but no sound coming out. Beside her, a man stood, pale, tall, mouth still shut, with black spirals carved into his chest. Vitra. The silence wasn't the absence of sound, it was a hunger. Nishan tried to run, but found himself back at the temple again and again. Time looped like the spirals. Every exit was an entrance. Then he remembered what Aranya whispered before dying. Only the voice of truth can pierce the silence. In desperation, Nishant entered the inner sanctum of the temple. Beneath the shattered statue of Indra lay an ancient Shankakong, a divine artifact meant to shatter illusions. He blew into it, blood dripping from his lips, and screamed not with fear but with memory, his mother's lullaby, his father's last words, the voice of a student asking for help. The conch shattered. So did the silence. The temple exploded into sound. Screams, chants, wind, thunder. Vritra howled, unraveling like smoke torn apart. The spiral collapsed. Nishant awoke in a hospital, voice hoarse, sanity frayed. The children spoke again. Vijita blinked. The spiral was gone, or so they believed, until the boy in another village stopped speaking and began drawing spirals in ash.